my neighbours. I've got lovely neighbours. So yeah, it was great. Yeah, and there's a guy down the road that's got a band and he was playing at the pub. So yeah,
I love that.
It was great.
Oh, I love that so much.
It was so nice. And then I had no concept of what the time was.
What
It
time
was like
did you
1
get
o'clock
home?
in the morning when I got home. I was like, fuck. Like my kids get up at 5. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives though. It's Rosie and I'm here with Tijani and I'm as here as I'm getting. I'm just about awake because I went to the pub last night and that was an error and I've not had enough sleep.
Oh,
But we're going to talk about Jersey first up.
Yeah, let's talk about Jersey.
I feel like I'm in the vibe of that, of people just falling asleep at dinner.
So the dinner was one thing, right? So let's talk about Melissa Gorga for like 5 minutes, okay?
Sure.
Let's discuss.
Drunk Melissa Gorga.
Okay, so this is the point I want to discuss. Do we believe Melissa Gorga is drunk when she does this? I feel like it's an act.
Yeah. It's like an act. I think so.
Like this whole, I like to be horny. I like to touch. Like even what was it? Rachel said
yeah,
like
no,
she
none
has
of
one
that.
glass of wine and she's like,
She's like fucking hands.
touch me, take your bra off. I want to have all of these things. But it's like a continuous behavior. Like she does it all the time, so we can expect it from Melissa Gorga. But I just generally believe that when we see her drunk, she's not actually drunk. Whereas when we see like Jennifer Aydin drunk, she's actually drunk.
Oh, she's fucking gone.
Which I love. I love people who are honest in their drunkenness. But it really, Melissa really upsets me because I don't believe anything.
No, I think she's entirely calculated. I think the whole thing, every fucking thing she does is calculated.
I don't disagree. But can we also discuss the fact that she says I'm going to drunk dial my ex and she's been married for 20 years?
Yeah, who the fuck is she talking about?
It's the ex that she's been slogging in the back of a car that the other people then have talked about. That's
I know they seem to know, but they all seem to know everybody all the time, don't they? But I'm like, in what world could you possibly have a phone number of that person?
Oh,
it's obscene.
I just don't know. I just like that. I just look. Wait, that was just let go. To me.
Well, Teresa did a kind of like moment, didn't she?
Yeah, but I mean, oh,
and that kind of made me think maybe Teresa isn't that devious.
Because she could have made
that devious. She'd be like, "Hold on, let's pull this up."
Yeah, but she might later. You know, it's one of those ones where she's like, she's storing it in a box.
She's waiting. She's
waiting. And then she's gonna release it. Oh wait, hold on! I didn't do word on the street.
Word of the street. Right.
I don't know if there is any. Hold tight. Let me check my notes.
Well, I've got one that's adjacent to Jersey.
I have one about Jersey. I have two about Jersey actually. Yeah, go. You go first.
In the flash of next week, and they do Teresa's Bachelorette. Is Ashley Darby there?
I don't know, because I was shocked because I thought that the girl that got out of the car with Teresa was Gia, but then Gia was already inside the venue, and I had to rewind it like 3 times to work out that was Adriana. That took me a minute.
She's got pale.
Oh,
she's got tan? Who's got pale? Who's got tan?
I don't know, because it was the girl in the blue dress that came out into the venue with Teresa. I would have put money on that was Gia. But then when they panned to the crowd and they saw Melissa with her sour face.
Yeah, beside Ashley Darby. Like,
was it Ash? Okay, I'm going to have to look at it.
I don't know. It might just be just
some other mixed-race chick with a massive head. Is that what
just a mixed-race woman with a forehead.
Or a 5 head. Not a forehead. You see, but yeah, okay. So
and then,
yeah.
No, tell me yours.
No, go.
Well, I was going to say, and then that took me into Michael and his court case against Candice has started.
No way.
Yeah. His like, I can't think of the right word. I can only think of inflammatory. That's not right. Defamation.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That is. I was close, wasn't I?
You were very close. So he's made defamatory statements, so he's suing her for defamation of character.
Yes, that started.
I have lawyers in my family, you know.
And I just feel like if imagine if Candice loses the confidence to take people down and defame their character. I still can't get the word right.
Defame.
Defame.
There's no all.
Their character. Then she's got no fucking personality left.
No, she's not. Let's be real. Candice is never going to change.
We've got a lot to lose.
And we have a massive amount to lose if Candice changes who she is, a fundamental person, which is a shade assassin. Oh, I really want her to be on like Atlanta. I want her and like Kenya to be friends.
Mm-hmm. Oh my word. They'd be so mean to each other.
Although I feel like she would be friends with Candy, and then that would be the takedown that Candy needs.
Yeah.
Like she would need Candice to ruin Kenya and Sheree. Because Sheree, Kenya, and Marlo, by all accounts, seem like not so much Kenya actually, but Marlo and Sheree, from what I've seen on the interwebs, is a Candy takedown season.
Yeah.
They're trying
Which
really
makes me
hard.
sad, but then I'm also like, do we need Candy? Do we need to see, like, she doesn't need the show. She as in she's fine, isn't she? Like she's almost she's
Mother.
too nice of a person.
But that's Mother. Let's not.
But she's too good for this. Do you not what like she's so busy, she's barely there.
She's booked and busy, yeah.
She doesn't need to be doing it. She doesn't need to be going and getting upset by them calling her a shit friend all the time.
Fair. Okay, so massive shout out. Huge shout out, okay, to Jen Aydin's Blunt. That is their Twitter handle. I don't know if they're male, female, if they're they, them. I don't know how they identify. But they are fucking everything, okay? Their takes and comments on things have me thinking about shit in a different level, on a different tone. So shout out to Jen Aydin's Blunt on Twitter for the tweet that made me howl, scream, everything. It like made me do all the things. So the picture that Melissa Gorga drew for Teresa's hen
painting on the wall.
Painting on the wall. So they said that the reason why Joe Gorga's so upset is because he's still the same height as he was in the painting, and and Teresa will always be taller than him. Fucking howled. Like, I swear to God, I laughed too hard. I had to take a minute. I had to go for a wee. It was a whole moment. I didn't realize that was why Joe Gorga was so angry, but now it makes so much sense.
It does make you think, doesn't it? Like what is wrong with him?
Like, he's angry because he's short.
I know, but why is he so short? Like, it's not right.
They're telling me about Tarzan and his penis is the size of a cucumber. I mean, like a Greek cucumber, one of the mini ones. Sure.
He's so tiny. And he looks like he struggles in life.
He does struggle in life. Have you not seen?
I worry about him in them big cars.
That's why he drives a big car.
I know, but you don't need a booster seat when you're the driver. That's embarrassing.
So he has the opposite problem to my dad. So I'll tell you like a little snippet of my childhood. So my dad was 6'4", like he was all legs and like no not much torso, but he was big, like he worked out, like he was huge, right? And he drove like a Golf for the longest time. Like he would buy scrap cars and he would do them up, right? So he had like a Golf and he like souped it up. He had the tinted windows, the spoiler, like proper stereotypical Jamaican man, okay? And we were in Asda car park when I was younger, and some guy like cut him up or stole his parking space or whatever. So my dad flipped him off. And the guy was like properly going at my dad behind, and he's like, get out the car. And my dad said to him, you don't want me to get out the car. And he was like, fuck you, get out the car. So the guy got out of the car. The guy was like, I know your height, okay? No disrespect, but he was small. And
Yeah.
then, so my dad got out of the car like one leg at a time and like stood up. And the guy was
May
like,
I help you?
looked at him, was like, oh, fuck. And just got back in his car and drove off. See, now Joe Gorka drives the big car because
He's a little
he's
man in the big
thinking-
car. It's a disappointment.
because he's thinking no one's going to ask him to get out the car because he's in a big car. So he automatically looks huge. Whereas my dad was like, I don't fuck about. Like, I'm massive. I'll drive a small car. It's cool. Like, I'll drive a Mini. It's all good. Like,
I think it just means you're bendy. Like, I look at my husband trying to get in and out of like a normal size car, and I'm like, oh, good lord.
your husband is all legs
Like,
and also like
Pulling on the
like
knees.
my dad. Yeah. Oh, God bless them. God bless them. So my other word on the sheet is John Fuda
Mm-hmm.
is causing a stir on the Twitter. I don't know what's happening on
No.
Instagram.
Nothing.
Everyone is into John Fuda. Like into John Fuda.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, like he's the new
Oh.
Mauricio. Like I can't even compare. Like who am I comparing to?
Really?
Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
a shallow pool, that, isn't it? It's not what deep enough to drown in there.
It's a shallow black pool with a dye. It comes off his beard and his hair and his chest. But yeah, John Fuda apparently is a new Evan.
He's the
Or
one.
the new Mauricio. Yeah.
I mean, he looks like a nice guy.
I'm sure he is a lovely guy, but I don't want to sit
yeah,
on it.
it's not. No, it's not doing it for me.
You know it's wrong whenever you
admit.
prefer to fuck Sandoval. Then a nice guy like John Fuda. There's something very wrong. Oh, we're not normal, Rosie. We are not normal.
No, we're in the minority. That's what makes us so interesting.
I got a lot of rage tweets, DMs, and a lot of rage.
People are upset.
Personal
They
messages
don't like
when
it,
they
and I'm
listened
like,
to the last episode, but we both said that we still would. I got a lot of rage messages. Rage messages.
I'm like, it wasn't a question. I wasn't asking, am I right or wrong? I'm aware this is an unpopular opinion. Don't come for me. Everyone's got some, questionable choices. I don't know though. On the Jersey husbands, I mean, there are some. I don't know. Some weird looking men.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about what's happening to Bill Aydin's face.
What? He's probably Botoxing now.
I don't know what he's doing. He's got like creases horizontally on his cheeks.
Yes, that's
I
filler,
don't.
right?
Is it? I don't know what that is. But it's not a good look. It looks like he's been stuck in something.
I don't know, but Bill Aydin High is my new favorite person. But anyway, yeah. So let's go back to Jersey. So
back to Ireland. They go home in the van.
Yeah, and then they go to bed, and they're all very hungover by the looks of things, and I don't really understand why.
I think a journey is really bad after a night out, isn't it?
But I feel like that's a good time to sober up.
I know, but with a bright light on. And sometimes that's when you're like the most tired.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I feel like the whole trip is caught up, and then they're all suddenly like, fuck. Jesus Christ. And they're all in there like, they're all looking quite ropey, aren't they? And they come down and to meet Paul's entire like his mum and his sisters. And like, they're all in their pajamas. It feels a tad too informal for me.
I like it though, because I just feel like it's them being them, and I think it's cool. I like it. I just think she's coming at arse crack of dawn. She's gonna have to accept the fact that they're gonna be in their pajamas.
I bet it's 10:30 in the morning.
All right. Not one of us up at 5. Jesus.
So we meet little Claire.
She is everything. She's
She's
needs her own
great
TV
fun.
show.
Yeah, her and Frank Senior.
She reminds me of
Pair up, live together, just narrate everything that goes on.
She reminds me of my great aunt Eileen, Big Eileen. She's my Big Eileen. Everything about her.
She was fun. I loved it. I love that she calls Dolores a hussy.
I think she's all up on the calendar when she's looking at the calendar. I was too much.
This is your ex? Oh. Excellent. She's good chat. She's good fun. She's a good potential mother-in-law. I like her.
But I did have to agree with Melissa though in that whole situation. Like I would have got whiplash. So she's coming for a 1 minute, but then all of a sudden Teresa's like, oh, but like she was so good with my parents. But like the whole previous seasons that we've all watched, she's done nothing but say that you were never aware for my parents. You were never there for my parents.
All the fucking time, all of it, like continually the whole episode. I'm like, this is a right head fuck. I don't know what. I did feel bad for Melissa because I was like, I'm confused. And then I'm like, is she playing the game? What is the outcome here? What are we going towards? And then I'm like, no, I don't think she is. I don't know what it is.
Like if you grabbed my vagina, I would have assumed we were cool.
Yeah. I think. But it was yeah. And she's almost like she's like made a bed and she can't double back enough, can she? She can't stop. So she's trying to do little bits, but it doesn't work, does it? Trying to have like little gestures when you've done the really big gestures as fuck yous.
Yeah, and I do agree with the whole thing when she's like, well, I don't have family. Like, really? Come on.
Rude.
You can't do that.
No. And you can't pretend you thought it was a neutral statement because we all know you don't talk like that. You talk about family all the time. How family is so important. It's the most thing, and it's this, and it's forever, and that. So you can't then pretend like, oh, it was just a flippant remark, and I meant I didn't have my parents. It's like that does it. You knew it wasn't that.
Absolutely.
It's well shitty.
Absolutely. Oi.
So all of this is happening. So they go to the farm, which seems like a very left field choice initially.
Okay, so I've been speaking to Irish Heather and also other members of my family and Irish friends.
Of Ireland.
Yeah, and this is not something that we do.
What, go to a farm and pick up chickens?
No,
Did you have to talk to people to know that?
Yeah.
I knew that already. I think I knew that in my bones.
Fair. Absolutely fair. I'll give you that one.
Like, we've never done that.
No. I have catched a few cocks in my time. I'm not going to lie.
I felt bad for those chickens. I also felt bad for the women when they initially turn up and that guy is there with a drill. And I was like, this is the start of a fucking horror film. He's going to kill them. Why is he just walking around with a drill?
I don't know, but I thoroughly enjoyed him. What was his name? Peter,
yeah.
I loved him. He was lovely.
I got distracted because I thought he was wearing a Springbok shirt for a while. And I thought, no, I think this is just a green uniform. I don't think he's pretending to be a professional rugby player.
No. And no. He'd be wearing the Irish rugby shirt, if anything, surely.
Yeah. Well, yes, presumably.
Rosie.
They're good, though. They're good now. It's hard to get onto the Irish team.
They're good. Okay, we're going to... let's move on. So...
They play Catch the Cock, which is great. I loved it. It's a great game. I love Rachel Fuda, like, being so fucking scared of a chicken.
No, Danielle was scared of the chicken. Or was Danielle Rachel as well?
Both of them. Rachel was Karen in the corner being like, I don't want to get the cock anymore. Right, Danielle refused to engage at all. She was freaked out by the concept of being in the cage. And people were chasing around and Teresa just sort of was like, she just picked it up.
That's the Italian in her though, isn't it? She's very hands-on with her food. She's just if I can't catch chicken and kill it, I don't want to eat it type thing.
Yeah,
and I think that's the
she
Italian.
Just sort of walked in and picked it up. She's like, no, that's not that complicated. It's only a chicken. It's not a fucking rhino, is it? And then they go and do the painting. They go and do the painting, and it made me really sad. I got unnecessarily emotional in this scene. But when she said, "Please don't paint me with bars," I was like, "Oh, that's awful."
I know.
Like
Because
the
you
thought
forget that that's a real thing. That's a real problem that she went through, a real emotion. Like, we laugh and joke about it because it's on TV.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what she thinks people are going to say as well. I'm like, these are meant to be your friends. This is your hen do. Do you think they're going to like highlight the shittiest parts of your life that genuinely were not your fault?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, I felt really bad for her.
Yeah. It was horrendous. It was heartbreaking. It was horrendous. I didn't like
Yeah.
watching that at all. You know, I enjoy watching other people in pain, but that
Yeah.
wasn't
And
one
then
of the
she cried.
situations.
Everybody fucking cried.
Yeah.
I'm crying on the fucking train. So,
Oh. On your computer, you're crying about someone you don't know who went to jail 5 years ago.
Bad painting on a wall. Had a seat next to me though, didn't I? People don't want to sit next to that girl.
You're gonna get a reputation. I'm actually crying. I've got real tears. Oh.
So then she goes outside. So I also like because Peter brings her a puppy.
Oh,
What a
mate.
guy.
I want a
Would you like a
man just
puppy?
on hand
Yeah,
to hand
yeah.
me a puppy. That would be amazing.
I do.
Why can't I have
Yeah.
one of those?
There should be everywhere. There should be somebody with a puppy in the vicinity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a really, really class A move. I liked it a lot. But then, so
That's why Irishmen can
so at
get
this
into
point, then
nippers.
because they got the accent and puppies.
And they got accent and puppies, yeah.
That's all you need. Stop dicking around with boats and cars and watches. We don't care about that. Bring puppies.
Absolutely.
And at that point, again, Melissa and Teresa seem to be being like really genuinely like affectionate, and they're talking about the good times.
Mm-hmm.
And Teresa seems genuinely like remorseful that it's not like that. And then she puts her fucking foot in it straight away, doesn't she? She's like, I was thinking about how it would be so nice for you to be in the wedding. Do you want them to be in the wedding? No. What?
No, but I feel like Jennifer Aydin did that on purpose. Like, she didn't have to say that. I feel like it was not necessary for Jen Aydin to be like, so you want them to be in a wedding. She said it in like a, oh hell no, you don't want them to be in a wedding type tone. She didn't
catch any bullshit for painting the table flipping moment either.
Yeah, but that's kind of like, that's the reason why Teresa's still on our TV 14 seasons later.
Maybe
13 seasons.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's like, don't tell me you're not a stalker or obsessed with Teresa when that's the thing that you paint. Like, you're not a real friend.
Yeah, you weren't there.
No. Well, I mean, and then Bill Aydin's in the wedding. We'll get to that part.
Oh, it's so, it's so awkward.
But
and also, it's just a.
Go on.
It's just like a TV grab, isn't it? Like, it's like part of me wants to be like, this is your real life.
Yeah.
And I think Louis so into the fame of it. It's so disturbing, isn't it? That he's like, oh, but wait, like I should have a friend and it should be a friend of the show. And
Yeah.
No, don't like
Apparently
it.
Louis, Ooh, Louis' fall from grace is going to be huge.
I hope so. I just hope we don't find out that he's killed her when it happens. I just think it's going to be dark.
Can you imagine what would happen to him if them 4 girls get hold of him after he done something bad to her? Gia's going to fucking bury him. Because Melania's done something terrible. Gia's going to be the one that comes home and finds like a massacre because Melania's done something. And then Gia's like, right,
drop something
now,
somewhere.
And Gia's now like, okay, attorney mode, like she's lawyer mode. She's like, okay,
she's just like, hold on. I know how to be a human rights lawyer, but equally, I know all of the loopholes.
Yeah.
Get into Guantanamo.
How do I fix this?
Yeah.
Giudice gets a private plane into the US to bury the body. Like, it becomes
I've got a very particular set of skills.
Good luck. I love it. Anyway, we digress.
So Bill's in the wedding. Teresa doesn't have family. Like,
Oh.
the fuck? You just mate. And then they're at lunch, and Danielle is sobbing. Like, I really got the impression that she's never been away on her own before.
No.
Like that conversation with Nate, and he just went straight into coaxing her, like, you're going to be okay, don't let them get to you. Like, he was like, he knew that she wasn't going to be able to cope.
No, but I think it's very rare for a housewife to have been away before without their partner and their kids.
Maybe.
Like, it's not because
I mean, it's rare for Americans, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's different bit. Like, we travel for work, or we do, like, we go away with our friends or whatever. So there's always a reason why we're away from our kids and our families. But for them, I always find like it's a shocker when it's like, oh no,
Yeah,
I've never traveled away. It's like, what? What do you mean you've never
I
traveled?
also think when they travel in quite a small time zone.
They do, yeah.
So then suddenly you're like 6 hours out of whack, and it's
Yeah.
cold, and you've been out all night,
Yeah.
every night.
Yeah.
You just get tired and emotional, don't you? Just like, oh fuck.
It's true.
She's not handling it well.
She's not, and I really like her, but I think my love for her is kind of waning a little bit. Like,
I like her, but I've no more interest in this story.
No, I don't care about her brother. I want to know the truth, and we're not getting that. So
And
until I know
don't
the
think
truth,
I even care about the truth. They're just like, no, I don't. I'm not. I've had enough now. There's been too much of this. It is just crying and shouting, and I don't like any of the reactions. They're all disappointing. I don't like the leaving. I don't like the hitting the table. I don't like the sobbing.
Oh, the hitting the table was
Choose something else, please.
Calm the
Because what did she say? Calm the fuck
down.
down. It's like, who are you talking to? Because you should listen.
Yeah.
You're not calm. I like how they try and pick up bits of like slang. I like when they go off to the mud and is it Dolores who says, what the bollocks is this?
But I love the fact that wasn't blurred out. That wasn't bleeped out. And I'm like, even the production crew don't realise that that's a swear word.
Bollocks is a swear word, yeah.
I mean, it's not fuck, but it's bollocks. Like
it's bollocks. You know, it's a medium strength swear word.
It's like one less than twat, one above shit. Yeah.
I think it might be up there with twat.
Do you think it's up there with twat?
Yeah.
Oh. Or twat in America.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't do the twat.
Maybe we need a ranking
of swear
words. Swearing ranking, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's more instances where they say like in Irish as well. When I'm like, I think they're speaking English.
It's not Gaelic.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, then they keep trying to say cheers, don't they? And they're like, salami. Cilantro. I love it.
Everything.
So I loved the bog though. I did I think that looked like they had a great time. It seemed weird that they were all doing it in their clothes.
Jen Fessler putting it on her face.
Yeah, just rubbing it everywhere. She's really coming out of the blocks, isn't she? She's like surprising me.
I really but I knew from the moment I met her that was my bitch.
I like her. She is she's just getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she doesn't seem scared of being. She's absolutely fine because she's grown up, isn't she? Like she's been to places, she's done things. She's like, I can handle Ireland. It's fine.
Yeah, like we speak the same language. We can have a conversation. It's not like we're in the middle of like I don't know UAE where they all speak Arabic and we're in the desert and there's like nothing to do. You know. Absolutely.
Okay, this is absolutely fine. Yeah.
Oh, I loved it so much. And then they had the final dinner with the whiskey tasting, but the boys have a weed night.
Oh, before that, I just loved the scene with Marge on the phone. Yeah, she's got the great outfit on. She's outside the castle. She's talking to Joe and Lexi, and she's giving me like full Isabella Blow vibes. I'm like, this is the life Marge was supposed to have.
I
Like she's the
agree.
big I am. She's the lady of the manor. I love it. I was up for it entirely.
What do you think about Lexi being at home with Joe? So I've had a lot of noise about this.
Oh, who cares?
And I said it giving me grandpa and granddaughter vibes. Like, I don't think it's anything
Yeah, I think it's
sinister.
like, no, there's nothing sinister.
But then we would have said the same thing about Raquel and Sandoval, wouldn't we?
No, because no, we wouldn't. It's a different vibe. And like, Lexi's known them for like decades, hasn't she?
Yeah, a really long time.
Also, I find her, I don't believe any of that. I think that's fine. I'm curious as to where the fuck is she from?
She's from the UK. I can't remember where, but I do know it's come out.
Because she said she was from half an hour away. I
Yeah,
was like, what?
yeah. So she's
She's not
from
from Belfast.
she's from England. No, she's from England,
Hmm.
I think, or Wales,
Yeah, but
or any of the places in the UK. That's not Ireland.
she's from somewhere in the west of the UK. It's not over the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was nice. So then they go into the whiskey tasting evening.
Oh,
Melissa's wearing her blue and green dress that I had clocked is then the same dress that Ariana's wearing in the Pump
opening
Rules
credits.
opening credits.
Yeah, absolutely. But
I posted this and people had fucking vitriol and they were like, Melissa's looks fake and it's all cheap and look at it and it's all. And I was like, I don't think either of these are exactly high class dresses.
I think Melissa wore it better.
I think I mean, like,
Oh,
neither people kept going, oh, it's like scrunched and it's crumpled and it's twisted. And I was like, well, inherently that's what it looks like, yes.
yes.
Like it's not meant to be smooth. It's fucking
But
gathered.
I just think the bigger boob fills it out more, and it just
Yeah,
makes it look less scrunchy and confused.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. I think I don't feel strongly either way that either of them look better. I just was surprised because when she was photographed, when someone had taken a photography graphic of her when she went to that wedding in Mexico, like as soon as the Tom thing came out,
Yeah.
the dress that she was wearing in that was for sale in Envy. So there's a pattern emerging.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, someone's following someone.
I'm
But I
pretty
don't know
sure
which
it's
one.
her following Ariana.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah.
I don't think she's flying up to New York to hit up Envy.
Jersey. Let's not.
No.
Yes.
Because and she doesn't have a West Coast location, does she?
No, I think she barely has a Jersey location at this point.
She did have a Florida shop.
No.
She
That's
did.
a lie.
But she did briefly, but it shut.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're having whiskey. None of them like whiskey.
No, but Jen Aydin gives it a good go and I'm here for it.
She, bless her, she does try. What a trooper. And I feel like this is the point in which my husband would be like, this is not whiskey. Like, here's a hole. Yeah, Scottish people are upset about Irish whiskey, aren't they?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Oh yeah, they think they're better at it.
Okay. Sure.
I think. Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
the Scotch whiskey and Irish whiskey, I just feel like they're not the same. There's a room for
They're the same. Well, they are the same process. It's not like whiskey and bourbon.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, those. Yeah. Anyway, but I've never heard of anyone being like, "Oh, whiskey pairs really well with chocolate."
Who said that?
The man, because that's what they were doing it with, weren't they? They were having like whiskey and then they were having a chocolate and then they were tasting the whiskey again.
Oh, I feel like I missed that nugget.
You just entirely looked at the husband in all of this.
Yeah, I can't be so focused on them being high and them trying to make it out like marijuana is some kind of hallucinogenic.
Like they're on fucking LSD.
Yeah, like nothing's coming out of the walls. Animals aren't doing their thing. Like, come on.
So they go to Marge's house. All the men go to Marge's house to get high because Frank now sells weed. That's one of his sidelines.
Yes, I love that so much.
He's so entrepreneurial.
I love it. I want to eat one of Frank's edibles and I want to smoke one of Frank's plants.
I like that. I feel like the John Fooder in this friendship group, because he just comes in and he's like, "Oh no, I can't do that. I shit myself." I was like, great level of honesty. But then he instantly just is like, "But I will." I'm like, "Oh, okay. This is a risky friendship game, isn't it? Like, come in, shit yourself."
Can we also talk about the fact that Marge calls Jen Aydin a disheveled drug addict, but they're all in
Everybody
her house
gets
smoking
stoned,
weed.
yeah. And that's all she's talking about with Jen, isn't it? She's only talking about weed and booze.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not like she thinks she's a crackhead.
No. Although
But yeah,
I could see Jen Aydin
being a
enjoying more
crackhead.
than, no, not being a crackhead.
Seems a bit mean. She's got 5 fucking kids. Imagine how early she'd have to get up.
No, I just meant like enjoying more than weed.
I don't know. Who knows?
Not a crackhead though, because that's a level of dedication I don't think you can have with 5 kids.
No, I don't think so. And that house is so big and hard, and no.
Yeah. But I thoroughly enjoyed watching them get high, and I really
it's
enjoyed
hilarious.
Frank blowing smoke in Joe's face.
Oh, poor Joe getting blowback. I love it. I love like Frank and Joe just absolutely having Joe Gorga just having the giggles, just like wetting themselves, and Joe Beningo just seems to be completely passed out.
Oh,
it's just all too fucking funny.
The food truck.
Oh, the food truck. So
how amazing of a wife is Marge?
Yeah, no, she's great.
Like,
I
want
need
a food
something
truck
organised.
On a sober day.
Yeah. If you want all of the things sewn up, ask Marge.
Absolutely.
So, and were those savoury flavoured donuts?
I don't know.
I feel like
they were
talking
crispy chicken and all the rest
chicken,
of it,
and then he was eating a donut.
And then he was eating a donut, yeah. But then he was eating fries, like he'd never eaten fries before.
Yeah, like it was the first time he'd ever heard
Joe
of potato.
Gorga at this point, yeah.
Yeah,
that was everything.
Is.
Then they started trying to have a serious conversation about
Nate and John, but your wife said about my wife, and they can't because they just go.
I loved that so much. I loved it so much. I thoroughly enjoy. People give the house husbands of New Jersey a lot of shit on the internet, and they don't want to see scenes with them, and they hate them and all the rest of it. I want to go on record to say they are my favorite part of the show. I love them.
Absolutely. Imagine if you had to choose between not ever seeing the kids or not ever seeing the husbands again on Jersey.
Oh, I would 100% choose the kids.
Yeah. Get those fucking kids out of there.
Maybe not Olivia.
Oh, but she'll be someone's assistant in another show in like 5 years. So it's fine. We'll see Olivia.
Yeah, she's so great, isn't she?
Yeah. She'll be DJing at Sir.
Oh, that was such a dirty laugh.
Just because she certainly can't fucking be a waitress, can she?
I mean, no. I think that no. And then what happened?
So then we flash back to the whiskey, and Jen is fully fucking asleep, like falling asleep into her plate, which that is a level of drunk, isn't it? I have not been that drunk that many times.
No.
And then think, oh, you're gonna have to go on a plane tomorrow.
Oh God, that feeling.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think the last time I was that drunk was New Year's Eve, and then Dan had to take me home, and I was on the tube, and I was sat on the tube and fully just fell forward and landed completely on my face.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
It was awful, and then I was sick on myself. Like, it was so awful. And I wasn't okay until the 3rd.
Oh my God. Oh, right. Anything else about Jersey?
Yeah, because then we see the flash forward for next week, and Joe Giudice is on the phone when Teresa's having her wedding. No, is it the girls are having their bridesmaids dress fittings? And I was like, it made me feel quite fuzzy that they're going to have some sort of nice closure.
I really like their relationship now. I mean, we don't really see it, but I assume it's great.
It seems fine.
And I feel like he's grown up a lot.
Hmm.
Like he's not being a manipulative little shitbag, which I think Joe Gorga would be. If him and Melissa split up, I reckon he would make Melissa's life hell.
I think they like each other much better now that they're not married.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that was nice. I liked that.
Yeah.
The girls are all out there at the moment, aren't they? With him.
In the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems that way.
Nice.
Yeah.
It felt like he was going to be like, when he wasn't allowed to live in America, and we were all like, oh my God, he's going to have to go back to Italy. I did sort of forget that the rest of the world exists and you can be quite close to America.
Yeah. Like America's just like one
you don't
part,
have to go to the other side of of the entire globe, do you?
Yeah. You don't have to be in Italy.
You can be 2 hours away.
Else. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just like
nice.
if you were up, I don't know, if they were in LA.
Yeah, well then he'd have to live in Hawaii or Mexico or something, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And then my only other slightly shady thought was that when they were jumping in the bog and Dolores was covered in mud, she didn't look a different colour. She's so tan.
Ah! Oh, you came at Dolores. That's not right.
I just think and I love her, but you just have to note for fairness that she is as tanned as somebody who has rolled in mud.
Oh God, I think that's jealousy on your part though, because you're so
yeah. I'd be having to rub it on myself as like protection, like a warthog. Like, I better cover myself or I'll burn.
Oh, you're hilarious. Hey, Vanderpump Rules.
So they start and they're all hungover. The theme.
So hungover. Ali was what made me realize how hungover they were. When she was like drinking from that gallon bottle in bed, and she was just like,
"Oh, of milk."
And he was like, "What are you gonna do for the rest of the day?" She was like, "Die." I was like, "I've been there, honey. I've been there." Oh, good God! And if you're drinking with them lot and you weigh 100 pounds wet, like, come on.
Yeah. She's got no hope. They're real professionals.
Professionals.
Yeah, she doesn't stand a chance.
Nope.
Real booze hounds.
Nope. And when Katie's like having a hair,
I know. I'm liking it more.
Huh?
Yeah, and Lala's like, "Oh, babe, no, don't."
Well, she's telling her, don't judge her. Oh, I love it.
Starts, isn't it? Now the only fucking story is this rumor, is the scandal. Katie's hearing it from Ali about them at the Abbey. Sheena's decided she's gonna fucking go, like, all of her comments age like milk, don't they?
Oh, she's always on the wrong side. Every single time there's an argument or a situation on Vanderpump Rules, Sheena is on the wrong side of history.
She's like a salesperson's dream.
Just, oh my God.
Because she's buying it all, isn't she?
She will die on that hill. Oh. She's the Jon Snow of Vanderpump Rules. That's who she is.
I still think her comments are fair, though. She's allowed to trust her husband.
Absolutely.
Because there's been loads of people being like, "That's so fucking weird," and I'm like, no, I trust my husband.
Absolutely, I trust my husband too. But the fact that she's saying that she trusts Raquel is the problem.
Yeah. But I think she was coming at it from a newlywed, being like, because she kept saying like, "Brock's like a big brother." I was like, yeah, that's a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
He can be a nice guy and she can still be a whore. Absolutely. So then we see Tom and Tom at the food truck. Oh, this scene made my eyeballs crawl back into my skull.
Yeah.
It was bad. Oh, yeah? Just the the acting.
Was it
Like,
so? How do you feel about this? So, what is your take on this? Is your take that Sandoval knew at this point? And
yeah, I
sorry,
think Sandoval
Schwartz.
knew.
No, sorry, I meant Schwartz knew at this point, and they were trying to do something,
I think they were trying to do something. Yeah.
or did Schwartz not know, and Sandoval was caught off guard by him saying that?
No, he definitely wasn't caught off guard. I think he knew. I think he thought he was being clever.
Okay.
I feel like him and Raquel are being like, I'm going to say what? I'm going to do this, and this is going to be my like signal to you.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
But the way he talks about Ariana is just unbelievable. Like she's fucking owes him everything because he makes coffee.
Yeah, but the thing is, as well, is okay. Before I say this, I need to preface it with: I am never standing up for Sandoval. I will never support what he's done. I will always be Team Ariana. But Ariana hasn't exactly been a lovely person this entire time that we've known her, right? She's had her issues. She does come at Tom. She's quite mean, she's quite judgmental, and she's quite harsh. But I feel like he's always known that, and that's always been a part of their
She's always
relationship.
been there. Well, yeah.
So him saying, "Oh, she just comes at me, dude. She just comes at me, bro." It's like, but that's who she was when you met her.
And also, I feel like with both the Toms, they're like, well, I've done nothing wrong. Everyone thinks I'm such a bad guy. And I'm like, well, if everybody fucking thinks something, if everybody's saying that your behaviour is not suitable for the phase of life you're in, maybe man the fuck up and stop acting like a 17-year-old because you're 40.
I really feel like now is the time that I'm able to say this out loud, because I don't think I've been able to say this out loud until this point. I've always had a real soft spot for Jax Taylor. Okay, like there's something about him that's endearing. There's something about him that I really love. I really like him, and I don't know why. I wouldn't sleep with him. I wouldn't wifey him off. I wouldn't do any of that stuff. Good luck to the women who do that. But there's something about him that makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside, and I really like him because he's unapologetically him, and I think he gets a bad rap for being who he is. You know, if someone shows you who they are, believe them, and he's always showed you who he is, and he makes no apologies for it. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I respect it. And he's always said, people paint me out to be the bad guy, but I'm not. The Toms do just as worse. It's just that they never get caught. And I feel like now
they
we're
got
seeing
caught.
this whole thing of what he was saying before play out. And it is bizarre to me. Like, I feel like now I can be like, Jax Taylor was right, because the rest of the world now sees it. If I'd have said that 5 years ago, people would have taken my head off.
But so how have the Toms got this power? Because this is the same thing that James is furious about. How are these two guys pulling the wool over everyone's eyes?
Because they're gullible idiots, right? And they play up this kind of love struck. So Tom Sandoval was.
But they got a show and they got a bar and they got. I mean, like this is a lot.
But Tom Sandoval has played this whole. All the women in my life have treated me badly, and I've been nothing but a loving husband. And he's managed to make the world think that they're crazy. Like, this is what he did to Kristen. So when Kristen when they were breaking up and he was already seeing Ariana. So let's not hide from the fact that
This is how it began.
Yeah, it's kind of how their relationship began. So you kind of, we've always said previously, if you start with a cheater, that's how you expect your relationship to end, right? Like, I'm sorry. But Kristen was always like, he's making me out to be crazy. He's making me out to be the bad guy. This is not how it was, blah, blah, blah. But because she was so batshit fucking crazy, the world believed Tom. When Tom was just like, no, she's nuts. That's not how it is, blah, 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 blah. So everyone kind of believed him, and he was such a hopeless romantic, and he does the big gestures, and he does all the ostentatious shit, and everyone's like, he's kind of the guy that every woman wants, in a sense of that kind of respect.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
like he's been watching the rom-coms.
yeah, and then Schwartz hid behind Tequila Katie for years. Like, she was the crazy one. She was the one that was rage texting. She was the one that was abusive in friendship. She was the one that was nuts and would
And he
tell
was just a
everyone that
nice
they were
guy.
motherfucking cunt whores. And it was like, and he's so lovely. And he's like, I'm just a battered
So
husband and I don't know
reasonable.
what to do. And she's just so nuts. And it's like, looking at it now, it's like, wait,
You piece of shit.
this entire time you have been gaslighting this bitch and we've been
Yeah.
seeing the end result. And now all of a sudden, wait. That's what's happening. That's what's happening now. I swear to God.
I just think there has to be a root of the power somewhere, and I think it must be Lisa Vanderpump. I think she must know. She must have set this up in some way. She's made them what they are.
Yeah, and that's why she sent Ken in, because she wants to bring them fucking down.
Good God. Oh, that was so awful.
That was 100% staged by her, by production, by everyone, because she's tired and she wants to bring them motherfuckers down.
I mean, not let Ken be. Let him rest in peace. At this point, that man does not look alive. He looks like a
I
reanimated
know, but I feel like
corpse.
he's living for this, though. Come on.
Do you? I felt like it was painful.
No, I
was
felt like
like-
he's living for this, the way he's come
Like-
in and said it, and he was like, yes, let's go. And I'm waiting for him to say, goodbye, Tom. That's how I'm waiting for.
I felt very bad for Ken. I felt like he'd been brought out of a freezer.
Oh, shit, a freezer?
I just feel like I feel like he's sitting there with a blanket and a drip, and he doesn't want to be involved. Which right now sounds ideal. I'd love a blanket. I've got a blanket. I'd love a drip.
A drip. Oh, honey. It's usually me that's hungover. I love this. I love the role reversal. I think it's great.
And I hardly drank anything because I'm just such a lightweight, but it's just the lack of sleep. I can't do it. So are we just thoroughly, instantly dismissing this open relationship lie?
That's bullshit, because it wasn't an open
Yeah.
relationship, and even Tom Sandoval said it wasn't real.
Yeah, and I did like that. I like Katie Maloney's comment of being like, I think usually if you're in an open relationship, people know that's sort of like the point of the word open, isn't it? Like that people
I
are
think
aware.
the rule thing, I can understand how Ali misconstrued what it was meant. Like, I don't have rules with my husband. You don't have rules with your husband, from what I understand. Like, he can have friends. They can go out, they can socialize. Like, I don't really care who he kikis with. Like, it's fine. But obviously, I don't have no rules when it means putting your dick in somebody else. That's a different set of rules. But if you want to go out until 3 o'clock in the morning, go out until 3 o'clock in the morning. That's fine. I'm okay with it. Just don't put your dick in somebody else. I feel like I'm not being unreasonable.
It sounds so simple.
Yeah. I don't think I'm being unreasonable.
No, I agree. I think it's quite clear. And yeah, I think that's an excuse that didn't even take a little bit, did it?
No. But I think with Ali, with James, he can't go out till 3 o'clock in the morning with people.
No.
Because he will put his dick in someone.
Well, he's just a walking prophecy, isn't it? Like this, like I'm just drinking a little bit, and I'm like, but I think you know how that. If you could drink a little bit, you would have drunk a little bit, wouldn't you? and you didn't. Like, I don't think you can handle moderation. It doesn't seem like a part of your personality.
No. He's Dorit's tagline from Beverly Hills. I believe in an excess of everything except moderation. I love it.
Oh my God. I'm already bored of the fact that Dorit has changed her hair color by a shade. Like, that cannot be a fucking storyline. I'm not prepared to talk about that.
Okay.
That isn't having your hair dyed is not a personality.
There's not a personality, mate.
It does not. I would like that noted now. My objection is now.
Okay.
So we see everyone doing everything. We see the girls at the sandwich place. They're gonna have a nook.
Oh yeah, and then Lisa's like, "Stop coming at Oliver. He's separated." Blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah.
And then Katie's like, but Raquel's a whore. And then Lisa's like, but she's not. That doesn't age well, does it?
No, it doesn't age well. That's an
I reckon
error.
Lisa Vanderpump comes at her hard. Like, I don't think she fucks around with stuff like that.
No, and I think
that's like
I feel
a moral thing, right? And I think Lisa has
yeah,
morals when it comes to like marriages and relationships. Like, I don't
yeah.
think she fucks around.
No, I think Lisa is fucking cutthroat in business. I don't think there's a line she won't cross in business.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to like the old set of rules and the family and the dogs, like that's different.
Yeah. Like, she's gonna bury you somewhere.
Yeah. She's gonna take a kidney out of Raquel if she catches her.
Absolutely. Oh,
she's not even gonna do that because that's what this fallout, isn't it? She's just absolutely not shining the light on her. Yeah. Because should we talk about the fact that like the fucking comeback of the revenge of Ariana just being like, actually, my entire life has fucking blown up and doing 1,000 times better than it was when I was with you is amazing. Like, all you ever wanted, you fame hungry whore, I've got the second you left.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's absolutely
mad. Yeah.
Should we talk about Lala and James going for lunch and then having?
Everyone wants Lala and James to end up together.
Oh God, no.
But he's not it for me.
No, but people really fucking like, yeah, people are coming in their pants over him, and I think he looks like a Ken doll.
Lala needs
less makeup. It's fucking the middle of the day.
Okay, fine, whatever. She looks good. Don't hate, bitch. But she needs a don. Like, she needs a rugged black man. Like, that is who Lala needs. She needs someone who, James Kennedy ain't it. Like, I love him to pieces. I stand for James Kennedy, but he's not it for Lala. He's it for Ali, but he's not it for Lala. Do you know what I mean?
She needs someone who can stand static in their own space.
Yes.
Because you can't just put fizzy and fizzy, can you? It's like, there's too much. Somebody needs to go, sure.
Yes, that is exactly
I will be here when you've figured out what the fuck you're trying to say and you've sworn at everyone and flipped everyone off and then you've calmed down. I'll just be here waiting for whatever the reply is.
Yeah, yes. That is it exactly.
And I think that's what James needs too.
Yeah. Although is Ali that one?
No, Ali is just, James is Ali's stepping stone. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing that. She's just like, I have to
stay I don't think
long enough that I'm a friend, and then I can cut him loose and I don't have to deal with his bullshit.
But I don't think that's what Ali went into this relationship thinking. I think now that she sees him for who he really is, like that whole situation at the beach where she flipped the straw drink thing in his eye and he ran out and then he slipped in the hallway. That was the fall for me afterwards. That killed it. I know.
And he was like hysterically screaming for her. It gave me real Leah lying on the floor screaming Pepsi vibes.
When I say I had to pause the TV and go to the toilet and come back, I laughed so hard. It was the fall in the hallway. Oh my God. It was too much. Like, if my partner did that to me and behaved that way, like, instant direction. No. Was it when you have an anti-erection?
I don't know.
But that's what would happen. That's what would happen to me. I would not have been into it. No.
But he's such twat. Like, water was in his eye. He wasn't gonna die. Such a hysterical water. It was
baby. 151. What's 151?
But it was.
I don't know what that is. I can't comment or deny how painful that would have been.
But come on. Like, just calm down.
I pissed my pants. It was everything. So then let's go back a little bit. So they're at the beach day.
We've gone to the beach.
And
there were whole moments. Oh, I felt so bad for Satchel and Don. I just was like, fucking imagine you've turned up to this shit show and then you're like, well, I don't think I can leave.
Yeah.
What a nightmare. So they go and so there's already like an easy up. Who takes a full on easy up to the beach?
I don't know what an easy up is. What's an easy up?
Like that canopy.
Oh, like a gazebo.
Yeah, but like that's more than something that was built. That's like you pull it and it happens.
Oh, okay. That's what he's.
Yeah, I just thought, God, what in the actual fuck is happening there? Because everyone's sort of pretending to be fine for a moment, right?
Yeah.
And then Sheena goes to talk
Oh,
to
Sheena.
Sandoval.
Oh, with her bucket hat and her tie-dye outfit. See, that's what you would look like. That's what you would look like if you tried to wear a bucket hat, bitch. That's what you would look like. Although, to be fair,
I don't think I would look that good.
she does look good though, doesn't she?
Can we talk about how not a single one of them can catch a ball?
And Brock's wearing a skirt. But we're
Yeah,
not going
he's
to talk
had
about
a sarong.
that. A sarong, yeah.
He's
He's no
Australian.
David
They
Beckham.
do things.
But he's no David Beckham.
Yeah, but they got like a beach culture. I think it's fine.
No, it's not. It's
Fine.
oh,
So
yeah.
Sheena goes to talk to Tom. He says, "Oh, do you think I'd have my secret rendezvous
In
at
the
the
dark
Abbey?"
corner, yeah.
Like, oh, mate, you're playing with fire now, aren't you? Like, why are you not prepared? You know everyone's talking about this.
But I think that's why they were doing it there, because they thought that they would
Yeah.
get away with it.
Well, because they're in a gay club.
Yes.
I think actually then as straight people, you're going to stand out fucking loads. Idiot.
I don't like Rachel, so.
I'm aware I'm getting it.
It's not even like, I have this thing about you can fall in love with who you fall in love with, and you can't help what the heart wants, and things happen, and I get it and I understand it and whatever, it's fine. But I draw the line when you're looking at the person's partner in the face.
Yeah.
And you're having a friend, like, I can't get past that. And if anyone else has an issue with me thinking, I don't think she's a whore, I don't think she's a slut, I don't think she's a hoe, I don't think she's any of that, because she's just getting hers. And I've never slut shamed a woman ever for getting hers, because listen, we all want dick, we all love dick, we all love pussy, we all want pussy. It's fine. It's the looking at the person in the like, I can't, that part I can't do.
And
I just can't
months,
do it,
man. Like,
I can't do it. I can't.
Have some fucking decency.
I just can't do it. Like, there's a special place in hell for that bitch, and I can't promise you now.
You tell him that he has to tell her, but no, not
absolutely,
this.
Absolutely.
And now
like,
she thinks she's the
once,
fucking victim.
You fuck once, fine. But the next day, you're like, do you know what? I can't carry this on until you finish your relationship.
Sort it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the James and Schwartz of it all kicks off.
Oh, and I can understand James's point.
But he's so
fired up.
Like hyperactive. He's so wired up and so annoying. It's like, oh, just stop. Just take it down.
I think he's a cokehead.
Yeah.
Or on Adderall or something. You know, like an ADHD medication or something.
Yeah.
Like he's on Ritalin or he's on something.
He needs to just know when to stop. Like, you have the moral high ground. Just stop.
But also, are we mad that you throw a drink at Schwartz?
No, absolutely not. Like, who cares?
Because that's what I mean.
And then he like tries to cry, but then James like tries to cry. I'm like, all right, you know you've gone too far, so now you're gonna go even further. Just stop. You're not crying.
Oh.
I saw this great thing, this like montage on Instagram where someone said Schwartz looks like he's on holiday and they've lost his luggage. Like, that's his fashion style. And now I'm like, I can't unsee it.
Oh my god, shout out to Instagram, defining Schwartz's fashion sense.
I mean, every time you look at him, just think he looks like he's been shopping in the gift shop and lost property, sort of inappropriate for the climate. I'm just like, oh yep, that's exactly what he looks like.
Anyway,
the twist I don't get is how Schwartz goes for Lala. When does that happen?
Okay, so that's what I was going to say. So the next phase is some of them leave the beach and they expect only a couple of them to come with them.
But
the
everybody
whole
comes.
gang turns up, so they get upset. And then James gets the drink in his eye. We all laugh. We all wet ourselves. It's all fantastic. And then Schwartz and Lala go at it.
Yeah.
Because Schwartz,
He
Lala
doesn't like
says,
that Lala's not her real name. I was like, well, I mean, throw a fucking rock in this room, mate.
oh, just,
Sheena, Raquel, nobody's got no one's got a fucking real name.
well, Sheena's name is Sheena.
But it's not a name. They're all like as if they had like they couldn't get copyright, so they had to change a letter.
Oh my god. Yeah, I just feel like, yeah, I can't comment on that. My name is not.
This is true, Tanya.
No. So basically, I think it starts off with Schwartz and James and Lala at the bar area.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're talking about something. And then Lala says to Schwartz, like, yeah, I'm upset with the way that you handled a certain situation.
Oh yeah,
like,
she loves to be telling people, doesn't she?
You should have been
she's
pulled
upset
up
with them.
about something you did, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes off. And then they separate. And then she comes back because she's like, no,
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
I'd need a floor plan of that fucking place. I was like, where is he? He looks like he's in like a concierge at this point. Like he's like behind a desk.
She's like, let me break it down for you real quick.
Let me tell you all about yourself. Oh, it's your favourite fucking pastime, isn't it, Lala? God forbid anyone said, you knew what your fucking life was like when you signed up for it. You wouldn't like that, would you?
It's like everything she said, all the comments and all the way that she comes at people. I'm like, that is how I speak to people. Is this how people view me? That's all I was thinking.
Yeah, but does anyone ever turn no one ever turns around and says, yes, but are you fucking that terrible rapist for a car?
No, I know.
That's the thing, isn't it? Like,
No.
like she's been fucked over by that horrible man, and she is the only person who is surprised. I'm like, well, yeah, maybe you should have spoken to his wife about what his character was like, mate.
Yeah, this is true. But like the way he spoke to her and the way he lashed out and then tried to play like then he tried to turn around 3 seconds later when he realized that he was being filmed the entire time and everyone saw who he really was. He tried to be like, oh, but you're a great mom. You're a great mom. And then was like, oh no, fuck it. Let me eat my chicken wing. Oh my God. His contempt towards females is disgusting.
He doesn't like women. And that's why like he's so confused, isn't he? Because he wants to be mothered, but he also expects to be like a 1950s husband.
I wouldn't be surprised if he grew up in an abusive home.
But I'm like, what do you want? You want to be looked after because you can't be a grown up and you've spent all the money and you can't get out of bed and you don't know what clothes to wear and blah 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 blah. You need to have your sunglasses on all day. But equally, then you expect to call all the shots and be in charge and for people to listen to you. You can't have it both ways, mate.
It's disgusting. He is disgusting. Like, I've never felt more contempt from... Actually, that's not true. I have. But, like, the physical violence dreams I've had about this man.
Oh, God. Okay.
It's not normal. It's not right the way he speaks to people and the way he reacts to stuff. Like, even with the James situation, he made a joke thinking he sounded cute, and then when James came at him, he was like, "Oh, but no, let's not. Oh, no." Like, fuck, like if you're gonna say something, stand your fuck like this.
Well, because that's the thing. What he's saying about James is not in any way untrue, isn't it? He's obviously not over it. Like, for all his bullshit, I've moved on.
But he can't handle the way that James came back at him. Like, if you're gonna say something, stand your ground. Don't be a pussy. Fucking stand your ground. If you're going to say it, stand behind it. Say it with your whole chest. If you're not going to say it with your whole chest, fuck off. That's how I was raised anyway.
Yep. And then we've just got Sandoval in confession being like, no, nothing, point blank lying to us.
Was that before Rafty went to collect his jizz results?
Oh no, that was earlier when he thought he was doing really well. He's got 6% of his sperm is like alive. That's a low number.
Wow. No, according to him, he's an narcissist. He just heard that he had 880 million sperm.
This is what I found so unbelievably outlandish when he thought he deserved a fucking medal for making coffee. I'm like, you're going to ask that woman to make you a fucking human? And you think you're a good guy because you make coffee in the morning? And also,
Yep.
isn't your entire fucking skill set making drinks?
Yes.
Like, actually fuck off.
And also, her skill set is also making drinks. So actually, she could probably make it better than you. She's probably just letting you do it because she can't be asked to get out of bed. It's not because yours is better.
You've got to occupy him where everybody fucking combs through your jizz trying to find a sperm.
Oh my God. Don't say jizz. It's not right. When I say it's okay, but when you say it sounds wrong. I know, I think it's the Northern. It's not right.
The other thing that like startled me, because I forget that we know what's happening.
Yeah.
So when Sheena and Ali went for lunch and they with their tiny little white handbags, and they were like, "Well, where is she?" And she's like, "Oh, she's gone home because her grandma's died." I was like, "Oh no, that's so shit. What shit timing." Even though I do know that we knew that, it still hit me like, "Oh, that's terrible."
The whole scenario is hitting me like a ton of bricks. Like,
Yeah, every time, and even though we know all this, we knew the dog was going to die. We knew that her grandmother was going to pass away. We
so
like,
how,
and yeah, it's still horrible. It's still shocking.
what would the end scenario, what would the season finale be if they hadn't got found out? Because we're still knowing at this point, all the stuff that we're hearing about and all the stuff that we're viewing is still filmed in real time, but not remotely similar to the fact, remotely connected to the fact that this affair is real. So them hanging out at the Abbey, them having a friendship, her spending the night, all of the rest of it is still happening before they've come out and said. So obviously production knew, right? But they couldn't say anything, could they? They can't be
But
the
I
person
think
that says anything. So what would have the end episode have been if the affair hadn't come out?
no. See, I think production were like, if we get to week 9, someone has to tell someone.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or organize something. Do you mean they were going to let it on? I think that's what's happened anyway. I think they've said.
So you think they're the ones that the reason why the affair came out?
Yeah.
I would like to think that they care that much. I really would.
Either production said, we know, and you have to, like, I think they might have said, like, this is your, like, chance to get ahead of it.
No, but I don't think Tom and Raquel weren't the Rochelle weren't the ones that said it, though, were they?
No.
They weren't the ones that came
She
out.
found out.
Because she went through the phone.
But I think they're doing all of this, like, planting. All of that, because seeing
so
someone
you
dancing
think
with I think they're going, oh, so
okay.
I think they're going, tell us what you think about the story that Ali said about how they were seen, like, getting up on each other. And I don't think that would have, because they get to decide, there's all shit goes on, isn't it? They get to decide what is a story. So I think they know, and they're like, right, this is it. Let's drive this point home.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. I like this. Because it makes me feel better than be thinking that production are dog shit humans.
Well, they know where the story is.
I do, but I also feel like they've been with them for such a long time that they should have some kind of an alliance. Like, like some kind of...
that someone should have said.
Yeah.
Someone should have said to her.
Yeah.
We think this is happening.
Yeah, but also if you're saying that, I like your version because they still want the show, they still want the drama because they still need to get paid at the end of the day, and they need to.
But they want
the bag,
them to be found out. Yeah.
But they wanted it to be found out, so that's why they've been kind of planting these conversations throughout the whole thing. Because it is bizarre to me that all of this was happening, and then it isn't until like the next 2-3 episodes that they actually blow this shit up. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, I think they're like leaning on it, and all of the like, oh, but like, do you think Raquel's a whore? Like, because they must just get asked, like, sometimes those questions in the testimonials must seem quite left field.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you must suddenly be like I mean, because they must ask all those loads of questions that get cut, like, was the food at Sheena's wedding terrible or amazing or whatever? And then we just never see the answer to that.
Yeah.
So I think they're like, I think they're planting it all.
Okay. I like your version. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
But I liked Ali like being a bit braver. There was a couple of instances where she was less Valley girl and she was a bit more interesting.
I
And she
like
told James.
Ali.
I wouldn't say I'd go that far.
Oh, okay. But I like her, so.
It would be nice to see a personality develop, and it's coming. I like it. But she tells him not to make a fool of himself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what he needs, doesn't he? He needs someone to just put like a damp squib on that energy. Like, no one's impressed, no one's scared, just fucking calm down.
It's true. You are
Calm the
not.
fuck down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But can you imagine being someone's girlfriend while you see them sit and be insane about their ex who is also there?
Yeah. I don't know. I
Like,
also think it would be very difficult because I do feel like it's a lot to do with the fact that they are such an incestuous group.
yeah.
And like, even if you felt like you were 100% over your ex, having them around your friend and your friend is doing that too, I feel like that would set you off on a tangent that would be akin to it being you being jealous of someone being with your ex, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like it's all intertwined and it's a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
it's not for me.
I feel like if you were genuinely planning a wedding with someone and then you break up, and that's even without that being like on live television, you should probably have to have 6 months where you're single.
I mean, not 5 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
No.
I think you just have to have at least a month for every year.
Absolutely. Well, they say that, don't they? You need to have if you go for a divorce, you need to have a month for every year that you were together or something before you're over the divorce. Yeah, something like that.
I mean, obviously that's going to have a topping out point at some point, but
At
it's
this
not
point,
5
I feel
weeks,
like we'd have to be single for like 5 years.
Yeah, you got that like Victorian mourning outfit on.
Jesus. We've been with our husbands for so long. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else about Vanderpump Rules apart from Schwartz is an absolute cunt-faced dickhead, and I will spit in his face. I hate Sanderfall, but I still fuck him. And Ali seems to be MVP for me right about now.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Don wearing socks on the beach?
I get it. I hang around with enough black people that I understand it. That's all I'm saying.
How many episodes is he going to have to endure?
He's not. He's done after this one.
I felt for both him and Satchel, I just thought, what an
Satchel's gonna be
absolute
around
nightmare.
for a while.
Satchel's enjoying it because he looks like he needs a paycheck as well, doesn't he? So.
Oh, I don't think he gets paid.
No, but he benefits from her being paid.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, and he gives me Asher vibes.
Oh, Asher from Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Asher is his.
You know, she's heavily pregnant again.
Yeah.
Good for her at 52.
Yeah.
How old is she?
I don't think she's 52.
Either way, still.
Yeah. Good luck. Yeah.
Oh. No.
But yeah, I think Asher is his vision board.
But Katie hasn't got.
No.
That
but
money.
maybe Katie's just one step on the ladder towards Lisa. And then 2 seasons time, Lisa's pregnant.
Oh my god.
With a horse.
Oh my god. That's made me really uncomfortable.
Imagine how it would feel for him.
Oh, goodness me.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. I find it amazing that I'm still shocked and appalled by it, and it's everywhere. isn't it?
What? Sandoval?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, did you
But
see
it's the fact that
Ariana and...
we know what's happening. For me, it's the fact that we know what is happening. We know the end game. But yet we're still watching it happen in real time, hooked, like we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it's exactly that. And
Fucking
it's the fact
brilliant
that
TV.
Ariana and Lala have been to, like, been at the White House for, like, correspondence dinner, and it's being mentioned there. It's just like, it's insane.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, I find it madness.
But it's like, how am I watching something that I already know that's happening? Like, I'm shocked. You know, like, every time someone's like, wow, as if Sandoval and Raquel were actually hooking up, and I'm like, shocked listening to it.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's so
Even though I know that's what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, the world is invested. Anyway, till next week.
Till next week, I don't know if my heart can take it. Because we're getting closer to the finale, aren't we? And it's just too much.
I think the finale is going to be really disappointing.
I don't. I think Lisa Vanderpump is going to read them the fucking riot act, and I'm here for it.
Okay, good.
Oh, dear Lord. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And we love all your reviews and your comments and everything else. So keep them coming. If you ever want us to shout you out on the podcast, just let us know. Send us something interesting and we'll shout you out. Like, we
Absolutely.
have a lot to say. But yeah, thanks for listening again. I said that already, didn't I? Okay.
But yeah, thanks for listening. Follow us on things. What's our Twitter handle?
I don't know. Not
okay,
even.
Fine.
It's like
God,
not even
so
real. HOU3.
And I'm on Instagram at housewives_ they're not even.
Yeah.
Come and chat to me.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.